Luke, a pleasure to talk to you.
Likewise.
FII Priority Miami has just finished. How has it been for you so far?
I think it was great. Great mix of content, people, events, a lot of variety across all topics, so I was very impressed.
What did you feel was the biggest investment theme this year?
Well, definitely capital in motions means a lot of things. I think everybody's has always been focused on investing capital, but I think one of the big themes that has emerged that we're all living, especially spending a lot of time with alternative asset management, is capital also needs to be returned to investors. And so it's an overall flow and ecosystem of capital that is, I think, a very key topic.
Was it your first FII event?
Yes, it was.
Are you planning to be in Riyadh for
yes,
the FII 10?
I definitely will.
What are the topics you would like to see and explore in Riyadh?
Well, I think it will depend on what happens in the next few months. I think there's a lot of things in flow. Hopefully we'll be focused a lot on business, less about other stuff. I think capital inflow will continue to be, I think, a big topic, and I think seeing what happens between now and then in the overall ecosystem and geography, I think is going to be key.
Outside of their conferences, the FII Institute is busy with various things, including their Think Act reports. One of them, titled Financing the Future, talks about public-private partnerships and how 83% have shown satisfaction with them. I know you're in finance. What is your view?
I think public and private sectors coming together bring a lot to the table, because private sector has always been focused on innovation, and public sector is very focused on innovation but apply also to the community. So bringing them together and be funneled and focused on the same objectives, I think it's key, and I think the private and the public kind of will push each other further.
Investment was a key theme this week in Miami. What is the sentiment of the markets you're bringing home to New York?
I think despite everything that's going on, I think everybody was upbeat. The overall, and it's a very diverse audience, so I think it's a good sample, good representation of what it is. So, let's see what happens the next few weeks. But I think everybody is very much focused on being back into business as usual, going back to business. I think especially on the back of COVID, I think there's been a lot of pent-up demand of, people just wanting to be back to normal and in business. And so I think overall the elements are all there for everything to be up and running.
Business as usual, and us, let's go to golf as usual. There has also been a lot of talks that this could be the year of vast IPOs.
I can tell you that there's a lot of thinking around IPO exits, especially within private equity. Everybody's acting, is not just talk. There's obviously a lot around what the trillion-dollar companies, the guys that will join the MEC7 will bring to the table, but I view those as just a different category. I don't think it's representing of the market.
And what are the investment themes you are personally looking at?
So AI, it's just the question that pervades every sector at this point. And whether you're going to be an AI winner or loser is really what the focus of everybody is. I think right now, I don't think anybody knows. So it's
President Trump said yesterday, invest in AI and
hope it works. Yeah, hope it works, which is true. So overall, I think defense has been a very hot topic. Defense tech, especially. I think there's a realization that everybody should refocus a little bit more on broad defense, broadly defined. I think cyber is a big part of it.
Another report I wanted to comment to you about was, it showed that a very big amount of people all around the world have cited the cost of living as a major concern. What can be done for the cost of living to stop rising?
I think when cost of living rises, tends to be very sticky. So I think it's going to take a little while to adjust and flash it out and have everything adjust. I think the wage inflation probably hasn't really met the rising cost of living, so the mismatch, I think it's something that everybody is really concerned about, and it affects everybody. What can be done? It's a good question. I think maybe going back to your question around public and private, coexisting, investing together, finding those partnerships and also focused on, things that really touch the consumer directly versus, AI obviously is a big topic and broader energy, but something that really touches the consumer is going to be something to really think about.
I will let you go back to golf. Are you enjoying it so far?
I very much am enjoying it. Beautiful weather. My last hole was a great hole, so can't complain.
I'll let you play. Thank you.